Hello and we are live. Welcome to twitch.tv/1030. I'm 1030 and I've been to work. Goodness me, thank you very much for that bubble blast. Thank you very, very much for that bubble blast. Chameleon, how you doing? Well, oh, fuck. Welcome to twitch.tv/1030. I'm 1030 and I've been to work. So, what's that going on there? Chameleon, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome in. How's it going? Chameleon, thank you very much for subbing. Listen, see if I seem a wee bit distracted. It's because today some madness is happening. What are you even talking about? Wait till I tell you. Can everybody hear me okay? I can't hear me, so let's turn that down to about there. Can everybody hear me? Obviously in the background we've got Cool Jinzo, right? However, I'm currently supposed to be streaming in 5 separate places right now live. I'm streaming on Twitch. I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm supposed to, but I've not done it right. Be streaming on YouTube, but YouTube Shorts. Oh no, I must be doing that right. I must be doing that right. And I'm also streaming on Twitter, right? But, like, fuck Twitter because the guy's a total dickhead, man. Isn't he? On Twitter. Guy's a total dickhead. So, however, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. See on Twitter, what is this? What is this? I don't like the sound of that. Let's move that. Oh, right. We're on, like, Kingdom of Scotland radio. So let's just put that in. Let's do this. This isn't quite working. Right, so also I've done a lot of changes here, everybody. I've changed a lot of stuff here, everybody. So streaming in 5 separate places, right? However, at the same time, what we're doing is playing copyrighted music, right? But see if you play copyrighted music to TikTok or any of the YouTube platforms that I've just told you about, you get banned. But see if you play copyrighted music, but only on a certain track to Twitter, you don't get banned. Also, if you play copyrighted music, but to the last thing I said was Twitch. But the thing that I'm trying to say is basically I've got it all working, I think. I think I've got it all working. And so all of that's quite exciting. In saying that though, alright, here we go, here's the lighter. Goodness me, thank you very much for that bubble blast. Fat Dad, bubbles are still on. Bubbles are great. Bubbles are still really, really on. Thank you very much, Fat Dad, for resubbing. Welcome in. I think what's currently happening is because I'm streaming to 100 different places, I think my internet's just like that. I can't take any more. I can't take any more. So let me know if it's Effie or if it cuts out or something like that. All right. So Base Embrace says no audio on this stream. Roll Duke, I can't hydrate. I'm very sorry, I can't hydrate. But did you hear Kingdom of Scotland there? Did you hear the copyrighted music that you should have heard? Let's see if we can get it up and going. So if you're watching, a JavaScript error occurred in the main process. Right. Well, it looks like my YouTube way of. Let's try refresh it. Exit. So I'm trying to play illegal music via a subscription that I've got called YouTube Music. So you heard it. Good. Streamer dies from dehydration on 5 platforms. Listen, everybody. So it's not just the multi-streaming that I'm doing. This is also a music stream that I'm doing. Right. Well, it's not actually a music stream. But I want to tell you about other things that I've done and upgraded on the stream because I'm in this for the long haul. You know how usually when I show you, encoding overloaded, right? I think my computer's maybe trying to do too much. So let's hit it with other things. Know how sometimes on the stream I do the Channel 4 logo, but it doesn't have any audio? Well, guess what's now got audio? Coming up on the 10:30 Twitch stream, 10:30's Dane Hinks, and also the Channel 4 logo now has audio. So that's alright, isn't it? That's alright, isn't it? That's pretty cool. There are more things that I've done to the stream that I'll show throughout the process of the night, but I want to say hiya and hello. I repositioned my lights and everything as well. I've been at this all weekend, and it's good, man. It's good, right? I'm doing things, and it feels like progress, and it's good. Anyway, enough about me. At the start of the stream, what I like to do is share any good news. So, if you've got any good news, please feel free to stick it in chat, because I would love to hear whatever it is. I would love to hear whatever it is. I'll start at the top. Hello, Base Embrace. How you doing? Hello, Beef Rye 3D. Base Embrace says no audio on this stream. Where are you? What one are you on? Also, are both my chats synced up? What ones? Chameleon, thank you very, very much for 50 months. And Fuck Dad, thank you very, very much for resubbing and welcome in. How's it going? So Monkey Rig, if I find Monkey Rig on this one, aye. Chameleon, thank you once again. Monkey Rig says, I just punched the air when I got the notification. Excellent. Sorry I wasn't on early today. We had a guy come to the house to test the electronics. No, not the electronics, the electrics. We had a guy for the council. And it was a good thing, actually. The guy's coming to make sure that the landlord is doing all their bit. And I'm like, this is cool, man. But it meant that I had to shut down everything. And then by the time he left, I was just like, I'll just leave it to tonight. Electric Will, how you doing? Welcome in. Electric Will, I saw the Banksy burning thing you stuck in the Discord. That's wild. And I'm forgetting, did we have a conversation about a painting getting burnt? Because I remember somebody burnt a Banksy ages ago to make an NFT out of it or something. But I think that was a completely different painting for the one that I saw that you put in the Discord. So what's the context for that? And thank you very much for sharing it. Hello, Pedropolis. Is this a stream where you make an R1 run on the R1? It might be. It might just be. I've got it all working, man. I've got things happening that have never happened before on my stream. We're definitely getting encoding overload, which means that I'm trying to do too much on my stream at the same time. Recently, I've been streaming without being in a category, right? And I spent half an hour last night. I didn't get to sleep last night. I spent half an hour last night changing buttons on my button thing. So now, if I press this, I can easily change the category from just chatting to science and technology to software and game development. I never do that. To art, to work and study along, to makers and crafting, or a retro category. There's just a retro category. And I can do that all easily now without having to type things in and stuff. I've been working dead hard. You were slightly quieter than the music was at the start, but otherwise all good. Nice one, Rye 3D. Thank you very much. Jimmy, 5 streams. I saw a TikTok stream before the Twitch notification, so I can confirm it's working. Dynamite. So on TikTok, you shouldn't hear the copyrighted audio. I currently don't have any music playing just now because the software that I'm using to do it just was like that, because I think I'm doing too much. But there is up here a visualizer, which looks kind of 1030-ish. Do you know what I mean? So in order to do this, I had to... Right, so let's see if we can get more music back on, but I don't think so. I think this thing's struggling. Let's see if we can get music on to test this. So this should be The Lighter by DJSS. And you should only hear this quite quietly. But not on TikTok. Only on Twitch and Twitter. And not on YouTube. And you can hear that. It kicks in. I'm at the absolute limit of my capacity of what I can think about and do right now. But I tell you what, I've got a wee cup of tea. But look at that. It's using text and stuff. Meatballs, you're in the TikTok area. Can you hear DGSS, the lighter in the background? You shouldn't be able to because... Like that. Sad silence. That's great. Thanks for letting me know, Biffle-lot. This is wonderful, isn't it? So if you want to hear the music and if you want to see me in the full 16:9 aspect ratio, get yourself over to Twitch, twitch.tv/1030. Anyway, I would like to just ask you how all of yous are doing. Is everybody doing brilliant? I sincerely hope you're doing brilliant. So maybe it turns out that I don't want music in the background in my stream. Maybe we'll do a couple of streams and use it all at 10:30. Your taste in music's fucking gash, man. And I'll be like, okay. But I wanted to try it, do you know what I mean? I wanted to give something a shot and see if it stuck. Pedropolis says, how many chats do you have to keep up with tonight? Well, it should sort of join all the chats together in a unified chat that I can just pay attention to. So I'm not too sure. We've got a new follower, folks. MMLVX has just followed me on Twitch. And sorry to, see when I get a new follower, I don't like to draw attention to it, right? But right now, MMLVX, what I'm trying to do is multi-stream. And I just want to know, if you happen to be listening, did you come in via one of the other streams? For example, did you find me on Twitter and decide to come to Twitch? Alfie29, how you doing? Thanks very much for subbing. Welcome in, Alfie. Maximum respect to you. Thank you very, very much. So at the start of the stream, we shared good news. So if you've got any good news, stick it in the chat. Pedropolis says, I'm just worried about the other chats with no mods. We'll figure it out, man. It's very rare I need to mod my actual Twitch chat nowadays. However, that isn't an invitation. That isn't an invitation. Are we arguing about AI already? Are we arguing in the chat about AI already? Here, I better get to the bottom of the chat. Oh, nice one, MML. Thank you very much for answering. Thank you very, very much. Welcome in. Right, hold on. Let me get to the bottom of the chat, everybody, because I think it's all kicking off. I think it's all very much kicking off. In the world of AI, by the way, there's a brand new model thing. I forget what it's called. But the Chinese boffins have been working on a competitor to ChatGPT, and I used it today, right? And it's fucking good at certain things. I'll get more into it later on, but it's certain things. It's very, very good. I thought you'd be really good at making that noise with your mouth for a second. I forget what we're talking about. The Channel 4 thing. JD Moppet is in. How you doing, JD Moppet? JD Moppet's in with their good news. I'm going on holiday on Saturday. Yay! JD Moppet, that sounds dynamite, mate. Yes, Meatballs, welcome in. Satlas, welcome in. Good news, I expect nothing, so I'm never disappointed. That's the way to go, Satlas. Sometimes I go even further the other way. I actively expect the worst, so that when nothing happens, I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing, but it's what I do anyway. DeepSeek is the new thing. So it's Chinese, right? Which means the new ChatGPT competitor is from China. And it's good at certain things, but if you ask it stuff about like the Tiananmen Square and all of that, it goes, I'm not talking to you, I can't. And you're like, right. Come back, I want to know about blueprints in the Unreal Engine or whatever, and it'll talk to you about that for ages. Boona says, not really today's good news from today, but yesterday. Boona, that's not the rules of the good news. I'm kidding, Boona. Yesterday I was supposed to move a sofa and it got cancelled, so I just had some ice cream and a nap instead. Boona, that sounds delicious and absolutely dynamite times. Don't mind me carry on, says, good news, AI world has turned on its head this weekend. Hopefully it means a 10:30 DeepSeek stream or two. Well, I've had an idea, I won't go into it just now, for an iPhone video game the long-term viewers will know exactly what I'm talking about. I've had this idea for about 10 years. I think you can do it with an iPhone and you play the game like that, right? Won't go into detail as to what it is. But if you've been watching for a couple of months, you'll no doubt have heard my idea. I haven't made it because I'm not a developer. And I don't know what I'm doing in a game engine. I don't know what I'm doing with iOS development. So I spoke to DeepSeek today, right? And I was just like, here, could you just put a proposal together for this idea? I explained the idea and it very comprehensively put a thing together, and it was really, really good. And it was a lot better at any model of ChatGPT that I've used to do it. Anyway. So we'll see where that goes. Hello, the goat on TikTok. How are you? I'm doing great, the goat. I'm doing really, really good. DeepSeek, it's going to change everything. The fact that it's really open is the thing. It's an actual historic moment. It's like when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik before the US wiped 1 trillion off the stock market. It's exciting because the Nvidia stock went right down today. So Nvidia have been doing great. And I don't know why, because the DeepSeek will still need graphics cards and stuff. So I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see where it all goes. Lindsay Jobby's in. Lindsay Jobby says, have you been asked for any autographs since the premiere of the movie? I personally haven't. However, speaking of movies, see the Scroobius Pip movie? It's sort of progressed a fair bit today. So it's exciting. That's quite exciting. Would you make it the R1 model? I've only used it a handful of times, but in the context I used it much better. Well, comparable at least. At least comparable to the best ChatGPT model. And the thing is, this new ChatGPT thing that China's made called DeepSeek, the resources it needs. Hello, Murdo on TikTok. How you doing? The resources that it needs is a lot less than what ChatGPT needs. So I know that folk in tech say this all the time, right? But this new thing that's out is the greatest thing, and it's going to change stuff. Obviously, it's for China. How you doing? And so with that, people have got different fears about biases and stuff that might or might not be in it. I just said a word that gets you banned for TikTok earlier when I was telling you about one of those biases. So I better not say it if I'm multi-streaming. Right now I'm streaming to Twitch, twice on YouTube, horizontal and vertical, on TikTok and on Twitter. I'm doing 5 streams at once right now. So see if I seem a wee bit overwhelmed. It's because I'm trying to navigate all of this. Also, on some of those platforms, I'm currently playing copyrighted music, but not on the platforms that don't allow it. So you try to engineer all of that? Oh, hurt my head. Oh, absolutely hurt my head. Anyway, Fluffy Pink Blonde says, thank God you're here. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging me. If you're watching on any of the platforms that isn't Twitch, highly recommend you go over to Twitch. There's a really nice community of people on Twitch, twitch.tv/1030, and it would be great to have you over there. Anyway, lots of people call me Darius. Do I look like Darius today? It looks like I look like Darius. Thank you very much for that. Do you know what? I've met Darius twice. Rest in peace, big lad. Anyway. I hope everyone managed to dump their Nvidia stock before it was too late. Well, it went from 140 to 120, but I think it'll go back up because I think everybody sees this new Chinese version as like, oh, well, OpenAI is bust now that this new thing's out. But everybody doesn't realise that the Chinese version will still heavily require video cards. So don't take any stock advice from me, right? But right now, the price of Nvidia's went down a fair bit. If I was a risky gambling man, right now might be a good time to buy Nvidia stock. Maybe. But I don't know. I don't know about these things. I'm certainly not advising anybody to do that because, you know, you might show up at my door in a week's time, just be like that. I've just lost everything, mate. And you might try to break my legs. If, however, you do buy Nvidia stock and you become a billionaire, please show up and instead of break my legs, like give me things. Give me like I don't know. Yes, Kyber Spy, it's the Amuse widget. So I've tried to eventually what I want to do is put it in this. So I don't know if you noticed here, but this has progressed a fair bit. And hopefully the next time I see you, I will either be working on this or it'll all be done, because we need to get all these CRTs back. And I've done a fair bit of work on the back end of that. Basically, I was working all weekend just exclusively on this to try and bring the stream back and add features and stuff like that. Mr. K. Watkins says you should have slightly different cameras for Twitch and TikTok. So if you put them side by side, you can squint and get 3D. That would be a good shout, Mr. Watkins. Definitely. So welcome in, everybody. How you doing? Get yourself over to twitch.tv/1030 for the best possible way of watching this. Lindsay Jobby says, I found out that I passed my last uni assignment, an utter gash pass, but I pass all the same. That's still a pass. That's dynamite, Lindsay Jobby. Once again, excellent username. I've got a nice wee cup of tea here. Arguing about AI? AI, exactly. Not kicking off, just discussing how the oligarchs of AI are in trouble. Hooray, hooray indeed. Sorry, I didn't see the full thing. Plodder says you recommended Stories Untold a week or two ago. Wish listed it and it's now on sale for 85 pence. So I guess I have to buy. Listen, everybody, see if you play video games on Steam. There's a game called Stories Untold. I don't think it'll work on a new Mac, right? Because I recommended it to a pal, and he's like, it's 32-bit, my operating system, 60 or something like that, right? Do I know Lee Sutherland? I don't, Antony. I don't know Lee Sutherland. Did you just throw me bits or something? What's that on TikTok? Was that like, did you spend money to ask me that? Thank you very much if that's the case. It says 7 next to your name. I don't know how TikTok works. This is me trying it out for the very first time. So anyway, if you like video games, one of the games that's in maybe my top 10 games or something like that. That's just a chat. All right, thanks. It's on sale for 85 pence. Hello, Scroobius Pip. I actually bought this game a while ago for Scroobius Pip. When he first joined Twitch, just as a wee, all right, mate, welcome in to Twitch. Yeah, here's a wee game. And Pip played it on stream and I think enjoyed it. Scroobius Pip's in saying, hey, mate, I think I've read between the lines, popped the film budget into Nvidia stock. Let me know what to do next. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. I wish you'd spoke to me because I think half of it, I want to take half of it and create our own meme coin. What we need to do is meme coin and then rug pull and then kickflip the dip. And then that's us, we're billionaires. I think that's what we need to do. Hello, Uranium Cats, welcome in, how's it going? A lot of stuff's happened, man. There's a woman on my course who always tells me her pass mark, and it's always in the 90s. I've literally never had this. Listen, that woman sounds like an arsehole, Lindsay Jobby. All the very best, and congratulations on passing your things. Chameleon says, DeepSeek is going to change everything. The fact that it's truly open is the thing. It's an actual historic moment. It's like when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik before the US wiped 1 trillion off the stock market. It's difficult not to be hype about this, right? But I used it today, and it's fucking good. It's really good. I'll try and put it in simplest forms, right? We all know ChatGPT, and it keeps getting better and better and better. And the newest, most bestest version of ChatGPT costs £200 a month, right? You don't need to pay that for ChatGPT, but to get the best thing, that's what it costs currently. And the technology for ChatGPT lives on their website, right? And so you access it via their website or whatever. It's on their servers, their cloud, right? And you're paying for a subscription for it. This new thing that's out called DeepSeek. That's right, Pip. Other Pip 7, sorry. DeepSeek is Chinese, so you can't ask it about certain political things. It'll just close down, right? However, on DeepSeek, you can have it. It's open source. So see if you've got a computer at home that you want to use it on, you could do so, and you can run it yourself. Also, it performs at least comparably with the OpenAI stuff, and also it requires a lot less computational power to match, at least match the quality in certain regards as the OpenAI stuff. So over here we've got a very like closed wall, capitalist, pays a subscription, requires a lot of energy. It's very good. Over here we've got software that is yours, open source. You can build stuff on top of it if you want, I think. You can run it at home, and it's very, very good. So regardless to what you think about all this sort of stuff, bang, we've just came on quite considerably in the past couple of days. And I tried it today. I gave it quite a complex problem, and it wrote me basically a 1,200 word essay as to how it was going to achieve the results of the problem. And what it did that ChatGPT hasn't done is it pointed out where I was wrong. So, like, you know, in different 3D applications, right? X is this way, Y is this way, and Z is this way. The Cartesian XYZ way of describing stuff, right? So depending on the 3D application, Z is sometimes that way, and it's sometimes that way. So as I'm describing the problem, it was a thing to do with Unreal Engine, and I'm asking it to architect a solution. But somewhere in the problem, I forgot that on Unreal Engine, Z is this way and not this way. And I could see it, like, when it's responding to you, you see its thought process. You see how it reached the answer. There's a sort of internal monologue. So not only does it answer you, but it's telling you, right, okay, he asked for this. So because of this, I think he means this, and blah, blah, blah. And there we go, and there we go, and there we go. And in the thought process, it's like, wait a wee minute, he said Z is this way, but in Unreal Engine, Z is actually that way. And it told me where I had a misconception. And ChatGPT hasn't done that for me. I don't know. It was very comprehensive, the answer it gave, and it's only ever going to get better. So that's exciting and fucking terrifying as well, because it means potentially, you know, everything's going to change. Ultimate Mayonnaise says, hey 1030, have you heard about this book Mood Machine about music streaming? I haven't. Speaking of music streaming though, I'm playing copyrighted music right now on Twitch and on Twitter. If you're watching the Twitch VOD, you won't hear the copyrighted music as well, or at least you shouldn't. This track does kick in. And it's buckled my head to try to do all this. If you're watching on TikTok or whatever, you won't hear the music. Anyway, thanks for letting me talk about all this. Paulo Diablo says, I think the Nvidia stock drops as people have sold just because they're playing it safe. I think it's expected to bounce straight back up. I don't have any accounts where I can buy stock or anything, and I don't really have any spare money. But if I did, I might be tempted right now to buy Nvidia stock. But please don't take this as me giving you stock advice, because I'm not the guy, man. DeepSeek apparently needs far less compute power compared to ChatGPT. It's exciting, man. Nvidia lost value because DeepSeek is much more efficient on output per unit of hardware. They did the whole thing with 10,000 to 50,000 Nvidia A1000 cards from before America limited China's access to them. So Nvidia is no longer critical to the hardware ecosystem. I see, meatballs. But if this new Chinese one becomes available and if it's open source, then everybody in the world's going to maybe want to run it locally. And so if they are wanting to run it locally, they'll need an Nvidia graphics card. Like, you have to. So, although there is a dip, I don't think that means that Nvidia is now totally fucked. I don't know enough about it. Please don't listen to me. Good news, got Stories Untold on the PS5. It's only 99 cents until Wednesday. One of my most favourite games, Stories Untold, is currently on sale on Steam. So everybody, if you want a nice wee story game that you'll just play once, but it's kind of interesting. You start off operating a Sinclair ZX Spectrum in your bedroom, and it all kicks off, man. It's good. I like the game. From the same dev, a Scottish dev, who worked on Alien Isolation. Scottish. So get in about it. It's exciting. Well, but it can be run locally and cost a fraction of what OpenAI spent. Feels like it's trying to put LLMs in the hands and machines of users, try to rely on data centers next to a nuclear reactor. See if you look at the politics of this as well. So, know how that Donald Trump guy last week did a press announcement with the guy who looks scared all the time? The guy for OpenAI, Sam A. What's his name? Sam Altman, right? He just looks terrified all the time, man. He looks like somebody who's trying to hide the bite in a zombie film. He's just like that. Anyway, so Donald Trump came out and like waved Sam Altman about and said, right, everybody, we are putting trillions of billions of millions of pounds into this AI thing. And it's all going to be brilliant. America. And then like 2 days later, China's like that. Know how your thing that you've just ruined all that money on? Well, we can do better for like a fraction of the price. And we're not going to hide it behind some paywalled capitalist model. It's open source. MD can tear in. Better, cheaper, faster, stronger, more powerful. Fuck yes. Wow. Like that. It's what China just did in the whole AI sphere. It's quite exciting. It's quite exciting. The SoftBank guy continues to make the absolute worst business decisions, been part of the $500 billion Stargate AI investment announced last week. I'm not too sure about that. I mean, I'm not saying I disagree with you, I just don't know what all that is. What is the Stargate AI? Is that the thing that I just said? Trump given 500 billion. It must be. It must be. I still don't know the names for all this sort of stuff. But it's exciting, man. It's exciting. Don't know about anyone else, but I was merely asking if we can utilise the music feature to listen to Darius. I see. Thank you, Roljic. Good time to invest in tear gas and riot shields? I'm not too sure. Aero Dion says new cards out on Thursday. New Nvidia cards out on Thursday. Interesting. I mean, if Nvidia stock plummets, right? Nvidia have been doing exceptionally well for the past few years. Like, even if you worked in the warehouse in Nvidia 6 years ago, 7 years ago, you're now a millionaire. All Nvidia staff are loaded now because they've done really, really well in the past couple of years. And they've more or less had the monopoly on graphics cards that can do this sort of stuff. And so if the stock's going down, it might mean cheaper graphics cards for us as well. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't buy Nvidia right now, says Meatballs. Their monopoly has been cracked and investors hate lost monopolies. It's definitely an exciting time. I'm not going to buy Nvidia stock. I'm not a stock sort of person. Don't know anything about that. And I don't have any spare money to like gamble with. But it's exciting. Nice one, Base Embrace. Augenblick, I've got 5 CRTs, but for the stream I just used 4. But here's the deal with this CRT that's behind me, right? I modified it, I hacked it, so that I could run my Sega Mega Drive in RGB mode. It's one of the most difficult things I've ever done, is convert this to RGB, right? But since I converted it to RGB, it's disabled the BNC input. So it means that this is right now only good to play the Sega Mega Drive on. But what I want to do, is this a remix? I'm hearing weird bits. Maybe I need to... That sounds a lot different for me. See the bit in the background? It's like, oh, isn't usually in it. Or maybe I'm listening to different headphones. Let's just skip that on. I don't like the difference. It's freaking me out. Aye, so what I've done, ordered a Switch, and what I want to do is add a Switch so that... What the fuck's this? Oh, aye. So that I can flick between RGB mode and BNC mode, and that means that I can use it for my Twitch notifications. So whenever somebody subs or whatever, your picture will come up here, and then at a flick of a switch, I can then play Mega Drive on it. So we'll maybe do that tomorrow. I'll set all of that up. Maybe PC card GPU prices might drop. Maybe, Palace Chat, that's what I was thinking. As the main use goes back to gaming. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't. I think I've lost my place in chat. You can run DeepSeek on Apple M chips. That's probably part of the hit to NVIDIA. They're not a critical part of the chain anymore. That's very, very interesting. And see now that DeepSeek is open source, lots of other things are going to get better because they'll be able to use it. Like Siri. Remember Apple's coming out with, oh, Siri's good now? And it sort of came out and folk are like, it's actually not as good. So lots of things everywhere will be able to make their own projects better using the open source DeepSeek. Up until now, most AI projects that people have got have just been wrappers for ChatGPT, whereas now, like, it's just better. I think regardless of what you think about politics and stuff like that, the fact that we've now got an open source version that is comparable and critically uses a lot less energy is only a good thing. You're a rapper for ChatGPT, Hammy. You're a rapper for ChatGPT. By the way, see if you're just in, play a game called Stories Untold. It's on sale on Steam right now. One of my most favourite games by a Scottish developer. And I think right now on Steam you can get it for like 80 pence. I think you can get it on the PS5, on the PC, on various things. I highly recommend the game. Try not to hype it too much, but it's on sale for the next week or so. And if you've already got it, maybe buy it for a pal or something. I don't know the guy. It's not as if I'm promoting a mate's project or anything like that. I just quite liked the game. It was kind of ambitious. And if you don't like it, it's only 80 pence. Anyway, sorry, I'm well behind in the chat. I want to hear what you're saying. DeepSeek will have a smaller carbon footprint too. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. Where does it pull its data from? I don't know. I'd imagine it'll have just as many biases as ChatGPT. Remind me to talk to you about ChatGPT's bias, because it's something that I want to document. We spoke about it a week or so ago. You know, the thing with the watches. I want to deliver that to you again in a clippable format that I can just record. Did anyone else see the Danish official telling Mr. Trump to fuck off? I didn't. I thought ChatGPT only had one snapshot of the internet to pull data from. Only one Reaps? No, ChatGPT can now Google stuff. There's lots of different models for ChatGPT and they're all getting updated at the same time. So there's a certain model of ChatGPT and it can do Google searches. It's changing all the time, man. I think my internet's crapping itself because I'm unable to just stream music. So I'm not too sure what's going down. I think I'm trying to do too much at the same time. Maybe the next time I do this, maybe I don't stream to YouTube or something. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let me see if I can just reset this before we go any further, because it'd be good to get music on the go. For everybody who can hear the music, does it make the quality of stream better, worse, anything like that? Let me know. Feedback in the chat. Thank you very much. But I've tried lots of things. Right. So what happens if I play this? If we've got music, I've updated a lot of different things. Also now, if I speak to Hal, right? Hi Terry Darts, how you doing? Terry Darts, can you check out !time? Because I applied your update. So know how usually when I speak to Hal over here, you don't hear the background sound of the spaceship? I've added in the background sound of the spaceship and it sounds a little something like this. You alright, Hal? Can you hear the background ambience? You should be able to hear a wee bit of background ambience. Just and did the last time I had that? Hi Brian, how you doing? Last time I had that, when it flipped the screen from here to here, there was like a wee delay before the sound changed. Did I enable the command? I think I did enable the command. Exclamation mark time? Oh no, wait a minute. Aye, exclamation mark time should work. Exclamation mark time in chat should work. Also, if anybody wants to check out another feature that Terrier Darts helped me out with, that we've stolen from... is it not working? It was working when I was trying stuff out. Try exclamation mark Thatcher in chat. Need a HAL lip reading command. Did you not hear the audio over here? I'm so confused about everything. Right, I wonder why the chat isn't responding to thingy commands, but I can figure that out later on. But they're enabled. They definitely are enabled. Who knows, man? Who knows? But that's a bit weird. Maybe it's only mods that it works for. So if I do Thatcher, exclamation mark Thatcher. Are you fully connected? No, I'm not. I'm only partially connected. Twitch broadcaster. Chat client just says connecting. That's strange. Seems like I can't connect HAL to the event sub, or on my broadcaster account the chat client isn't connecting. That's a wee bit strange. Let's maybe close down StreamerBot or open it up again because I want to show off my cool stuff. I've been working on a lot of stuff for this stream, everybody. Just a lot of wee cumulative background things. And as I said, I'm streaming in 5 separate locations right now. I think 5's maybe one too many because my computer's kind of like, mate, what you doing? But I'm going to close StreamerBot and reopen it and see if we can get a couple of those commands working because they should be working. But this isn't a project stream. This isn't a techie stream. I just wanted to come on and have a wee chat with you. Looks like StreamerBot doesn't want to start back up. Anyway, who knows? Who knows? Looks like StreamerBot doesn't want to start up. And it sounds like my music has stopped. So I think my machine's just a wee bit... Right, I'll try and get music back. Aye, that StreamerBot started back up now. And we should hear music any second. But it's kinda... it's complaining. Let's have a look at Task Monitor, shall we? Task Manager. And see, because this is even without playing video games or whatever, so if the performance is this bad, my CPU's at 100%, lads. CPU, 100%, absolute 100%. All the CPUs currently getting used. So that's no very good, is it? CPU's like that. Look at that. Fuck. So we can't be having that. And because that's happening, I think that a lot of the video streams that I'm currently encoding aren't encoding on the GPU. I think they're encoding on the CPU. Meatballs, I'm technically running 2 different live transcodes, but uploaded to 5 separate places. And it looks like those transcodes aren't... well, I mean, my GPU is doing a fair bit, but not in the video encode. So it looks like the CPU is bearing the entire brunt of the video encoding, which isn't great. Ethernet's like I'm done in, man. But still within the limit, so my upload speed is fine. but CPU is really, really suffering. So what I'm going to do before I set a wee fire is I'm going to come off of YouTube. See, if you're currently watching me on YouTube, thank you very much for participating in this test. Please come over to twitch.tv/1030. That's twitch.tv/1030. And I'm going to stop streaming right now on YouTube. Come over to Twitch. Goodbye, YouTube people. Thank you for participating in this test. You performed